as Coach Kemp. Ursuline baseball getting some big victories, and of course they have a monstrous schedule ahead of them. Coach Kemp, how we doing?
I'm good, guys. How we doing today?
We're doing great. I mean, you guys on a nice little roll too. You guys beat a defending state champion in JFK this past week too, and you guys still rolling with a tough schedule. What have you seen these opening weeks battling through the weather and getting the games in where you could? What have you seen from the team?
I think we've been so ready to play. Everyone's dealing with the weather right now. It's just hit or miss every day. But the opportunities we've had throughout the year with 3 games so far, I'm really proud of our guys' effort. I think we've got to the ball field, with one goal in mind, and that's to go out there and win. For the most part, our pitching has done a tremendous job. Saturday versus Canton Central struggle a little bit with the walks, but minus that outing, our guys who have thrown so far this year have really limited walks, and just made the guys put the ball in play. The top 2 guys in our lineup, Luca Raschuti and Jack Erickson, have done a phenomenal job of getting on base. I think right now through 3 games, they're both over 700 with their on-base percentage. And then, Saturday when we kind of got the walks under control, we just played great team defense. Joey Caracello threw a kid out from Canton Central at third. Luca Raschuti made about 2 or 3 plays that were just unreal. Him and Dylan Casey turned another double play at short and second. And then Brady Shannon made a great play that you really don't see a lot of high school kids make at third base Saturday. So, I think for the start right now, we're off to the start that we wanted. The best thing about it is we have another opportunity today to hopefully go for number 4 against St. V's.
You open the season with wins against really quality programs that are big names in the area, in the Northeast Ohio area. You open with Warren JFK and you beat a reigning state champion. That's got to be a big notch in the confidence belt. And then you beat a Kansas City Catholic team that is always a thorn in the district and always kind of a trouble spot for local teams in the district in Division III. Talk about what it was like seeing the confidence kind of rise slowly in this team and what their confidence level is at right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, leading off with in our first 3 games, obviously with JFK, who's defending Division IV state champs, and then this past Saturday with Canton Central, who is in the Division III, state Final Four. As I said when I was on a couple weeks ago, that is our goal. We want to get there, and starting off with wins against those programs, I think it's really just showing our kids that we go out there and we play our game how we think we can. We can compete with the best. Those are 2 phenomenal programs that have been to where we want to go, and getting quality wins against them, I think really has got our kids to buy into the believe. Just kind of the culture that myself and our staff have been trying to get us back to. It's very repetitive when we talk about it, but we keep just putting in our guys' heads, and I think we are. We're understanding it. Obviously, we're not where we want to be. It's early in the season, but quality wins like that, I've got our kids, believing in themselves. Against JFK, we went down 2-0 right away in the first inning, and we battled back and tied it up. I think it was the second or third inning we took the lead and we kept it. Canton Central this past Saturday was a back and forth game. We took the lead, they tied it up. Then we got the lead and we kind of held with them battling. So, just kind of our mentality, not to panic at all through the first 3 games has been something that I'm very proud of, but it's a credit to our guys. They're going out playing great ball, and, hopefully we can keep that rolling.
Ursuline's had a lot of success in athletic programs in recent years. I mean, just the football team this past year goes to the state championship. And even if players aren't participating in that sport, do you feel like going that far and just this school and athletes within the school experiencing that, do you think it kind of breeds that culture of winning and these guys kind of walk out with a little bit more of a swagger to this season now because there's that standard that's been set with other sports?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, just the athletics at Ursuline are tremendous all around. Look back last year, our softball team made a deep run, lost in the regional championship. You go in the fall, football made it to state championship. We're fortunate we have guys who are on that team. And, they're able to do weather, success and things like that. But seeing other athletic programs, kind of just seeing the joy it brings, those teams and just the confidence that you have when you're winning. It's definitely that I think it's something that our guys want. They want to strive and they want to get it going. I know our football players would love to make a deep run because, they unfortunately have a bad taste in their mouth, but, they've experienced how great of a season it could be when you're winning and when you're going far. And I think it's something that our guys, they want. It's something we're going after every day. And, like I said, we're going to have highs and lows throughout this season. It's a great start, but, we got to be ready to go on our A game, every time we get a chance to get on the diamond, because we're playing a quality opponent who, their goals are the same as ours.
Coach, I know when we had you on, you went down your roster, you went down your expectations, you went down the goals that this team had, and now you have a couple of games under your belt. You've had to see your teams in action in real game situations and in regular season game situations. Early on, are there any kind of surprises or things that like maybe are better than you even expected so far? Or is it pretty much the way that you thought these 2 games would go as far as what you knew you had on the roster?
I mean, I don't know if we'd say surprises, but there are guys who, that have stepped up in key situations where, we've needed them to. Danny Smith came in. He's a senior who's came in relief versus JFK and versus Canton Central on the mound and has done a phenomenal job. Dylan Casey was a kid who I talked about back about a month ago, who was one of the kids vying to be our second baseman and has done a great job. With his bats and just his play at second base. Like I said, Jack Erickson and Luca are 1-2 guys, every game we've played so far, and they're doing a great job of getting on base. Andrew Carilla and Trey Ciavarella, who started, JFK and Western Reserve this past week, went 4 innings, got strikeouts, threw strikes. So it's nice, seeing these guys on the mound, get it going early. And then we get these other guys who come in relief and do a great job. We've moved our lineup around. Like I've said, we have a lot of guys and competitions at a premium every day. We've made some different moves each game and rotations within the game, and it's worked out well. But I credit that once again to those guys for being ready when their number is called, to go out there and make the most of every opportunity they have.
What has been the key to the 3-0 start, and what's going to be the key to continue that success against St. Vincent St. Mary's?
I think first and foremost is our pitching. Like I said, we have really done a good job in 2 of the 3 games, and we settled down this past Saturday of limiting the walks. Offensively, we've done a great job of creating walks. I think we have almost 31 walks in 3 games so far. So our approach at the plate has been phenomenal. And then when we've got guys on bases, we found timely hitting. Early in the year, and I'm sure there's a lot of teams going through this, is, you're starting to see live pitching more and more out there. We want to get more consistent, get our hits up. But, I think those 2 approaches with limiting walks pitching and getting some walks offensively, and we've done a great job, like I said, defensively. A few errors in 3 games, and you can't give these good teams extra outs and extra bases. And, I'm very proud of our guys and how we've started off so far like that.
Coach, with all the weather we've had, this has been a conversation on YSN the last couple of days. Wondering from your perspective, what's kind of the routine when you think you're going to play a game and you're ready to play a game and your guys have gotten to that routine, and then you get a phone call at like 3:00 that says, hey, fields aren't good enough, we can't play, or hey, we have to move this game to a different location and we have to get out of our routine. How do you handle those situations, and what kind of things do your team does during rain delays and during postponement days?
Yeah, absolutely. And, first of all, I want to credit, Scene Park and the phenomenal job they do there. Any game we've had canceled there, we kind of know a little early in advance. But like I said, it is something that everyone is going through. The big thing with these guys is, we got to be ready for anything. It's just kind of the mentality we've instilled in our program. There's going to be curveballs thrown at us. How we respond to it, if we're doing it in the right way and we're ready to go no matter what, I like our chances. Today we were supposed to go play at St. V's. Unfortunately, their field's not playable. We were able to bump our JV game, and they're coming to us. So the big thing is just our communication, being ready for any situation thrown at us. And, our kids have responded. And, any day we could get out on the diamond and play. Right now I have utmost confidence in our guys to be ready to roll. JFK was a game that we picked up a day and a half in advance. And, I said, hey, let's go. We want to play the best. You got a team who last time they were on the field, a lot of these guys were holding up a trophy where we want to be. But let's go out there. Let's, play the game the right way. Let's be aggressive, let's throw strikes, put the ball in play, and let's have at it.
Speaking on Bob Scene Park too, how honored are you to be able to host your games and have Ursuline baseball have their games hosted on what many would consider one of the area's treasures?
It's, I'm so appreciative for having that place. They do such a good job. They work well with us. They are very, informative about how the fields are. And like I said, we know in advance, kind of just, the conditions and everything. Last Wednesday, I was nervous on my way to school. So I drove by in the morning, hoping, I knew it was going to be a nice day, but hoping the fields were ready. And it's, 7 a.m. and those guys are out there, getting it ready because they want games to be done. They want to show off, how beautiful of a park it is. And we are very fortunate, if it's a nice day and we're supposed to play, even if you get a little rain the night before or during the day, for the most part, we know, there's a very good chance of us playing. Having teams come in here from, around the area who've been there or, out in Canton, Akron area, they love it. They know the field's going to be playable. It's going to be in the best shape possible. And, I tell our guys every day, be very thankful for the opportunity we have to play our home games there because, there's not a lot of high school programs around here, who are fortunate like that. You see a lot of teams where, one day their field may be underwater and the next day, they're working to try and get it going. But they take great care of it. Our boys enjoy it. They take great pride in being there. And like I said, can't thank those guys enough. We're extremely fortunate to have the opportunity to play our home games there.
I'm sure you can attest to this. My favorite thing is when new teams that haven't been there before get to Scene Park and they're just blown away by how just jaw-dropping it is that this is a high school baseball facility and a youth baseball facility. It's so fun to see new teams kind of get exposed to the beauty of Scene Park.
Absolutely. I mean, you go down there, you have 3 beautiful ballparks. You got, huge scoreboards out in the outfields. Usually each field, they got someone announcing the game. They got music playing between innings where, we're fortunate our guys are used to it. We don't take that for granted, but it is a different environment than, just a field out in the middle of nowhere. There's a reason why for years, they hold the district tournaments there, the sectional tournaments there. There's numerous tournaments there in high school. Then you go into the summer, just the amount of games that are played there. It's beautiful.
DJ Yoakley making sure to give you some love too, Coach, from this side of things. We also want to thank you, Coach, for taking the time out of your busy day, trying to get these games in while being a coach, teacher, and all your other many hats to come on and give us a little bit more of a preview of this Ursuline baseball team early in this season, as I'm sure it's going to be a fun year for us, as we know playoffs are going to be here before we know it, but I'm sure we'll be talking to you again real soon before then.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. Thank you. Thank you for the coverage. Like I said, credit to our guys, credit to my staff. We've done a phenomenal job so far. We want to keep this thing rolling, praying for good weather every day, but it's been a great start. But, like I said, we got to be better each day. We got to come with that same mentality, and our kids have done a great job of it. And I hope we can keep it rolling to have a successful and long season.
I'd say best of luck to you, Coach, but you're the Irish, and I don't think you guys are going to need much of that. But we'll be talking to you again real soon, Coach, and I hope you have a good season and wish you the best of luck, though, tonight against Akron St. V's.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.